I feel like some people genuinely do find love. Like, you know, you grow up in a white neighborhood, but then who knows the traumatic shit you've been through in that all white neighborhood and environment that make you feel like you know, back to the self-hate that you probably think is normal. But sometimes you find a white girl, she might be the one.
Yeah, like finding a white woman will make you normal. Like that's how they might feel like.
Because all your lacrosse niggas with them.
Like damn, when I was in my neighborhood, they tried to.
You get it? What? Yeah, if you the only black person in a predominantly white area, like you say your cousin. Yeah. Let me guess, they playing lacrosse or some shit.
They were black. That's funny.
Alright, stop.
Nah, but I'm saying,
that's all good. It's all good.
That's OG.
I went to basketball. You feel me?
I went to school in Maryland, so I know what that shit could happen.
Definitely people that played lacrosse, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But they did play basketball.
I know black people that played lacrosse.
He definitely lived around black people too, as well. But he just so happened to cling to the white women. It just happened. You know what I'm saying?
It makes them feel normal.
Cool. But
it's
he
normalized.
doesn't. He's not the type of black man that hates himself. He's not the type of black man that bashes black women. He's not the type of black man that hasn't had a black girlfriend. He's had plenty of them.
He just prefer to be with. Yeah, I'm saying that's another 50%. So he part of the 50% who generally find love. But then there's the other group of niggas. There's the other 50. No, I'm saying what I've been saying. There's 50 like his cousin who generally find love. I just like
so
her.
To reiterate, when you say some, it's 50-50.
50-50. And you're making me think it's higher. It's 50-50.
Nah, it's 50-50. All right, so Davon. Can a black man love himself, his mother, and white women?
It's not impossible.
That's the best response.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna have to clip that, bro. For real, it's not impossible. But do you think it's likely?
For him to love himself, his moms, and a white woman. This nigga said 50-50. I was thinking like 70-30.
Oh, wow. I'm with you. I was thought I was bugging. I'll go with you.
Yo.
You're a fraud. 50-50.
I just feel like, you get what I'm saying? Funny. The white woman is just OD.
Why is that OD?
For me personally, it's OD.
Okay.
It's just OD.
But why?
Because you know what? I didn't grow up in a white community. I didn't grow up motherfuckers playing lacrosse and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's really out of the box. It's like literally it's out of the box. It's like me dating a Japanese chick. Like, who I know from Japan. Like, where I know
exactly.
You're
not familiar.
They're not familiar. So to me, it's just it's absurdity. But if you've lived in that kind of environment, it's normal.
You never talked to a white girl before,
bro? I don't think that nigga's hearing me, bro. The first time I've ever had like real conversation with more than one white people throughout my day is working in Long Island. And that was literally a year, 2 years ago. I'm 25.
Yeah, I heard when you said that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
as a bartender.
As a bartender. That's the only time I've ever really had consistent...
Forcibly
interacting with white women. I had my first white homegirl. Deadass. Like, my first white homegirl was my other bartender. So it's like, you know, they be out here E-pills and coke and shit. I'd be like, oh, word?
Yeah, they wild. They're wild, bro.
Nah, they really play life on extreme, man. Life is a hall of fame for them. Out the gate. Out the gate.
Just dip your toe in there a little bit.
You don't usually find that in the black community. So why would you leave this warmth and comfortability to go to the frigid outdoors?
You gotta experience life, right? You gotta experience life, don't you?
That's life on the edge.
Life worth living if it's not on the
edge. Hey, risk it all you want. I'm staying in house. My jeans will be me. I don't want to share this with nobody.
I understand that. I just want to tear down the assumptions that come along with a black man liking a white woman.
No, it's a fact.
I mean, what's a fact to you?
What assumptions were you talking about?
Him hating himself, hating his mother. That's an assumption.
We didn't say anybody. We said there's some people with that genuine issue.
I get that, but I'm saying, bro, like typically, I don't know. All right, when you say something, I get it. But when you see a black man with a white woman, are you not more times than not assuming that, hey, he's in a 50 that that may hate himself?
It depends. Yeah. I could break it down. It depends. Oh, you go ahead.
I'm not gonna break it down. I'll say, I bet you could probably ask him something that the general black person would probably feel this way, and he might not feel that way. I'm not saying he hates himself, but he just might not directly correlate himself with.
That's why I said
certain
it depends.
urban cultural stereotypes, I guess we'll say, because obviously not every black person has to feel the same about stuff.
Yeah,
but
his mannerisms, how he responds to questions, just watch him
and it's
see
cool.
how
There's
he
no
behaves.
beef.
I was trying to say that earlier. I think that a lot of black men that were white women, they're kind of like cornballs. If they're not celebrities, I'm just saying that. But no, I'm sorry. Okay,
yeah, watch
let me
him.
break that. I apologize to any man
I'm not
that's dating a white woman now.
I'm not offended.
I'm just saying.
Anything.
To me, I see. Like I'm a little corny. I'm a little weird. Like it's okay.
I agree with what you're saying. They are cornballs.
But when you see them, it's like, yo, man's a little corny. Like it's okay though. But it's okay though. It's okay. But that's how I was trying to say earlier too.
I understand, but like, bro,
if I approach you to dap you,
you
I feel
shouldn't.
like you'd probably give me like one of these type shit. Like you wouldn't give me a full on dap, or you probably reach out with the left hand. Like that's how you vibing. Like,
awkward.
Very
awkward.
Just for the record, my cousin is mad. He's a swagged up motherfucker. He's mad.
He's part of the 50. Don't worry. It's okay
though. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's not all of them though. It's not all of them.
50. But I'm saying that the kind of assumptions that come along with just seeing them already. Like
there's a lot of assumptions.
He's a lefty out the gate. Like before the question is even asked.
But you see, when you leave the black culture and you leave the black family, you start to forget things like how to dap a nigga properly and shit. Now you're reaching out with the left. You're going in for the pound instead of the dap. Like weird shit. You start to lose. You feel me? You start to be more open-minded than see the issues in the community.
People open-minded in quotes? Wow.
Yeah.
See,
your decisions start to get swayed.
He has a point though. I hear what he's saying.
Y'all making open-minded is not an all good thing. To become too open-minded is not a good thing.
Exactly.
And to see
but who can say where that line is drawn though?
We are as a community.
We
like this is what it's supposed to be,
everybody has a different
bro.
definition of what's too open-minded though, whether you're black or white or whatever.
I mean,
I think that
like
open-mindedness is definitive based on what as a people, as we all agree is too much and what's too little. We define those barriers.
Yeah,
it's not automatically placed there. As a group, we
always agree.
I wouldn't say as like a community.
Like, yo,
I say as an individual, you got to make that for yourself.
That's true. I hear you.
Because you can't live for everybody. You got to live for yourself. You're not out here. Oh yeah, I want to please this guy. I want to please that guy. Yeah. No, we sitting here.
Is that how the other 50 talks?
That's exactly.
We're sitting here and we're debating. We're not all agreeing with each other, but we're like, okay, we can see each other's point of view.
Exactly.
That's
so
fair.
you know what I'm saying.
But not stuck in your ways type shit.
You know. So it's up to you to draw that line.
Not anymore.
I digress.
I've changed my life. Wait, back to that other 50 real quick. Nah, so your cousin, he in a good 50, right?
Nah, let me show you.
He in a good 50.
I believe it.
He's in a good 50.
And all that.
So he's good.
He's super down with me, bro.
Black men are like white women don't play 2K.
To be honest, even the white people that play 2K, them niggas try to act black, bro.
You feel me?
Like, come on.
We got something over here. But that other 50 over here, the bad 50.
They play FIFA? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what they do. I don't mess with them. That other 50 has been here for years, like hundreds and hundreds of years. The ones more prone to date a white woman, more prone to see things on the white side. Those were the niggas being the house niggas back in the days. Like wanna be up under the master. They've existed.
I know that.
He's just drawing.
I'm bringing it down the line. Those, you feel me? Those always been the one. Oh, I love Master. I love he do this. Oh, he's right on everything. Oh, look at Master's woman. As time go along and you feel me, things start to loosen up. Them niggas start evolving. Feel me? Now you can have a white woman. I get a white woman. I like what the white woman have. Those niggas, they've lasted a long time. That other 50. The real niggas. We do something, feel me? We take our punishment, we cool, feel me?
I think ultimately, where the disconnect is that you
he had to use his word.
Right?
He had to get
real. He being careful. Look,
I think where the disconnect is, what you think when black men, some black men that like white women, that like it's almost as if it's a representation of self-hate. Well, I think it's like well, I think they just so happen to like the characteristics in that woman who just so happens to be white.
But that's
and
that
we can't
50.
prove that.
That's that
Right.
50.
I know, but I think that 50 is more common than
Okay.
the people would like to believe.
So,
It's not.
we would have to, we would have to do like a whole study, research,
it's the last
survey.
time come here, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
but
But
believe
we do it with the eyes.
Yeah.
He just don't want to see it. Like niggas mannerisms and shit.
But you do it with the eyes, but you can't assume.
It's
Regardless
not
of how that person.
assumption.
Yes, you say you do it with the eyes. You're not
Yo.
speaking to them.
Either way, you're making an assumption, though.
Either way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The wise man knows that he knows nothing. So truly, I don't know. These are honestly
Absolutely.
just all opinions, bro.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So,
I don't know.
all right. Since we all don't know, I'm assuming that it's in the other 50.
And I'm assuming that it's
it's
not.
my
Right.
We could
So-
agree to disagree. That's
Right.
cool.
You're not. I know. But I'm saying.
Dreads, he's here.
Yeah, is he?
He's here.
Yeah.
There's some people who go along like this, right?
Yeah.
He probably will bring her to a cookout or some shit like
Nah,
that.
definitely.
You feel me?
Yeah.
There's some
Because that's
niggas
family,
who
yeah.
go to the white side and never
Cypher
attend
around.
another cookout.
It's my cousin that got married to a
He
white
got the
woman.
Timbs on and shit like
That's
that.
what I said. And
Bro,
the
he's
dreads.
fine.
My nigga, he cool.
Bro, he's
But
fine,
you see,
bro.
but you see that he could probably be like, "Yo, babe, let's go to Brooklyn to this little cookout real quick."
That's
There's some
exactly
white
what they
niggas
do.
who go white and never
No,
return
babe,
to
we're not going
another
Brooklyn.
cookout.
We're not going to Brooklyn.
Those are the ones I'm
Absolutely.
talking. Oh well,
Those are the scary
That's
ones.
an assumption.
those are the ones who don't even
I don't
want to
think that's an assumption. I think
associate
that those are
themselves.
real people that live like the reason why we're saying these things is because we either have seen someone that's like that or we've heard of someone that's like that. You feel me? Like you. What I guess what he's trying to say is that you literally, if you just watch the spectrum of black people that date white women, like you could see the difference. And there's some that keep it to their culture, to their core, and they really like this white woman for her characteristics.
Yeah.
And there's some that you could tell that they're trying to live a facade or emulate what a white man is.
Abandon all black
Yeah,
relation.
Do I know somebody right off the bat? I can't give you an experience of someone that I know
It's
that's
a
like that right
combination
now.
of-
You feel
right.
me?
Yeah.
But I know that there's there. If I really think hard and be like, yo, let me think about son. I'm like, yo, no facts, yo. He was dead. He used to act mad white, like
Cooney.
You feel me? Like he. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell.
Can you
so
stop?
I think that's.
This guy's a menace, man.
Cooney.
I think that's what it is. I will say this though. No matter what you do, who you date, or how you become further along in your life, you can never separate yourself from your blackness. So that's one thing I think that when we talking about self-hate
You
is
say
where
that.
that's where it comes from. It's because a lot of times not a lot of times, there's in some cases where you see people try to separate themselves from being black, right? And then like almost kind of denouncing their blackness.
Okay.
And in that process of doing that, they're chasing white women, chasing what white men have. So I think that's the problem that we gotta like kind of address. Like you will never not be black, bro. Like even if you date white women, you live in a certain area, you will always be black.
Yeah,
You'll
if
always
you-
be a black man.
If
You feel me?
you're trying to separate yourself from that, okay, then.
And there's people that are like that.
Right, and I agree. And I think that there has to be probably several actions. I would have to see a lot more than him just dating a white woman
Yeah,
for me to
Okay, that's fair. I
for
feel like
me
that's fair.
to think that he's
Uh-huh.
one of those. And the other 50,
It's just one of the traits that they happen to have. You know what I'm saying?
right? But we both get what we're trying to say here.
You can't
Yeah.
argue every fact that he's making.
No,
He's
I
on the
mean,
money. He's on the money.
who's on the money?
Him. There's mannerisms. Have a conversation with them. If they don't show you like no type of like a why are you talking to me right now? Like if like you feel me, it's like you're just watching him how he move with a white woman.
I try not
feel
to
me?
judge.
So
or
like
assume.
put it like this.
Now
That's
you
all.
don't.
Only
Now,
thing-
now
that's
after
all.
the DM you sent me.
That's all.
This guy
That's all,
switches
bro.
so quick.
That's all, bro.
Man.
So, Marcus, what if your beautiful black son brought home a
Jesus
white girl? What would you do?
I mean, if he's doing that, and I'm predicting, we would already had the conversation. You know what I'm
wait,
saying?
I got to give you a scenario. Let's say he's 17.
17. We would
Yeah.
already had the
What age?
conversation.
What age do you normally have that conversation?
The white woman conversation. There's a white woman conversation. There's
Yeah.
a sex black woman for me, but if you know, there's a white woman conversation as well.
Good.
At that age, probably as soon as they start, getting, because you don't want your son to start feeling a white girl, he might be too aggressive with her, or like you know, like
okay. I
you
get
know,
that,
and then
yeah.
you know, you gotta have that conversation. If they got white people in their school, you gotta have that conversation early.
Facts.
So
if it's a black school, you like a girl, yo, chill out. She don't like you like that. Stop being so aggressive.
so like that's like 14, 13, 12,
Huh?
12.
Yeah, around 12 to 14.
Okay.
That conversation would have
All right.
already been had.
All right, cool.
And
So
he just don't fuck with me at 17. Not playing.
I'm weak.
said
Nah, I'm
you're
playing.
no longer my son at 17.
Nah, it's cool. Date who you want to date, but we had the conversation. So
Okay, no, so I'm saying, so what would the reaction be? Would there be any feedback? Would you let him rock? Would you not say nothing?
I'd laugh. Like, it'd be funny. Like, you know, we'd have the
Would
conversation.
you treat her any differently, the white girl?
It depends on her traits. Like, if I see she genuinely care about my son, like, yeah, I really fuck with him. He's cool. Not like trying to make him cut off any of his black traits or like, no weird shit. Like, you know,
Right.
then fuck it. But if he's losing himself behind this little white girl, then it's clipped. Like, what the hell? She got
I
you
hear
looking
you.
crazy.
Interesting. All right, so let's switch it. Let's say your beautiful black daughter brings home a white man.
I'm more serious about that. You
More serious
can't.
about that?
I'm way more serious about that. You
That's
can't.
crazy.
You can't.
That is OD.
I mean, I'm sorry
That's
for
OD.
I'm sorry for like the double standard. Matter of fact, no, keep it in house. We're black. Our last name is Charles. We keeping it straight, Charles.
It's a lot of white
But
Charles.
Charles is a slave name though.
Oh,
It's
let's-
all right. We've mastered it and made it our own. We've done well with
That's
this.
mad
Like the
interesting.
word
That is
nigga.
mad
Like the
interesting.
word nigga.
We remixed it.
But
We've remixed it and done well off
nigga
it.
means king though. Negu. That's and then
Yo, he ain't
lying,
nigga,
though.
nigga came from
Nigga.
Nigeria, bro.
Prince
That's-
Charles,
That's
King
a whole other
Charles.
podcast. We had like 4 other podcasts on this one podcast.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna slow up. I'm gonna slow up.
Nah,
I
you
didn't,
good,
I
Josh?
didn't, I didn't know that one.
Nah.
That's
He's
knowledge right
as woke
there.
as they come. So
Yeah, that's knowledge right
Might
there.
I
be
mean, you
around,
know.
yeah.
That's knowledge right there.
I heard something similar to that. So
But
so
yeah,
why?
no.
But why?
All right,
Why
so matter of
couldn't-
fact, nah. If I'm gonna be that way with my daughter, then I gotta be that way with my son too. But
Damn.
nah,
Wait. So I'm sorry. Let me bring it back. So your black son brings home a white girl. He's like, nah, no, she gotta go. Like that's how you gonna do it?
I mean, I'm not gonna do that. But in my head, I'm gonna be a parent who voice my opinion. I want to be cool with my kids, so I can let them know they don't gotta listen to me. But it's like, did that? Feel me?
So like once she leaves, then you gonna have like a serious talk. Like
Yeah,
yo, you
dead that.
can't be doing that.
like, yeah, I might hear some
Okay.
conversation they might be having. She might not be as genuine. Dead that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We might have money, God's willing. She might just be around. Dead that.
So if he continues to pursue her after that conversation, you'd be like you wouldn't like it, but like you would
At
be
your
like,
own risk. Proceed
Right.
at your own risk. Do what you do.
All right.
But I told you.
So reverse now. Your beautiful black daughter brings home a white man. You're like, nah, he gotta go like immediately.
I'm on the same thing. Dead that. But if you
Alright.
still want to go after that for me, at 17, I was unstoppable. So,
Man, shit.
Yo,
It's
everybody in this room
Fucking
17 was unstoppable. Yo, so Jayquan, what about you? Your son brings home a a white woman.
So, of course, just being black in America, period. You know what I'm saying? And then when you have a situation where you live in a neighborhood like a Long Island neighborhood and you go to a school where there's a lot of white people, you have to have a talk with your kids because they're black and let them know, listen, these white people not going to treat you like how people your skin color would treat you. So you have to be aware of certain things. So they would be aware of those certain things from the time, whether it's elementary school and they're in kindergarten, whether it's elementary or junior high school, whatever grade it is that they go to the school with the white people, they will know. And then as they get older, the conversation will become more serious. Okay, you're old enough to date now. Now look, this is what happens. XYZ is what happens what can happen in certain situations. So you just have to be aware of this. So I would let my kids utilize their own free will, because at the end of the day, you cannot control anybody. You feel me? So I would let them I would give them the information. I would give them the knowledge, and then let them do what they want with it. You know what I'm saying? But if I start to see certain behavior where it's racist, or like they're trying
condescending tones.
Yeah, manipulate and things like that, then I'm gonna let them know this
microaggression.
Exactly. This can't go on anymore. You gotta get rid of it. And what I'm saying is final. You have to listen to me. If you don't listen to me, then I'm just not gonna allow her to come here. I'm not gonna allow him or her to come here anymore. You're gonna have to do it outside of my house. You're not gonna bring it here, because I'm telling you that this is gonna hurt you, and when it hurts you, it's gonna hurt me as well, because you are my child, and it's gonna fall back on me at the end of the day. You feel me? So
okay. So the same exact conversation will be had for your son and your daughter. Yeah, same exact way.
Same thing.
Okay,
same thing.
All right, Davon, what about you?
What about that?
Question one more time.
Let's
my
say
son go home a white girl.
Yeah.
And if
age of 17. Yeah, and your daughter bring home a white man.
I have confidence in my boys who are not born yet that they will not be bringing home any white girls.
Love it,
bro. This guy has a perfect answer every time.
Nah, all seriousness though, I'm serious about that. From a young age, I do want to instill in my kids just what it means to really be what society calls us black, but to just be a melanated person who is a descendant of Africa, and just what they've done outside of what we only know the Greeks were doing, and we've taken all the
history book
things.
show.
Yeah, real history shit, right? And at that point, it's just kind of like, if you understand the power that you hold and the power that your people hold, then it's kind of like, why would you? Like, if you want to do it, cool. Like, I ain't even going to trip, but why would you? You know, like, I'm expecting you to make a smart decision. Not to say that the white woman isn't a smart decision. It's just not a smart decision for us.
Yeah.
That's all.
So it's not a smart decision.
Very tough.
I mean, listen.
Well, that's debatable. So your son brings home your son brings home a white woman. Are you telling him to just immediately like that's not cool, or like are you gonna like wait for her to leave and then speak about it, or?
I believe that people are people, and there might not be any malicious intent, but I do feel like if you've grown up in an environment, you deadass just can't help yourself. And the hardest thing about being an adult is unlearning all of the things that you learned growing up. So if you live in an environment, it's going to be hard as hell to unlearn all of the negative stereotypes. So I think about places where there are no black people, and the only time you see black people is on the media. And what are they always doing?
Doing something wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see the black person in real life for the first time, it's kind of like, oh shit. But they're not all like that, obviously. Yeah. So now you have to unlearn that as you meet more black people. It's like, oh shit, these motherfuckers really don't just be shooting shit up and like this motherfucker got a suit on. What the fuck is going on? Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
you guys can't have jobs.
Absolutely.
So it's hard to unlearn your environment. So I would share that with them. You know, they've grown up in a different environment. They've grown up different from you, and it'd be very hard for them to just unlearn anything that they've been taught in their family. Like, yo, I don't want my son going on road trips with the white girl, and now my son ain't coming home.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
And none of the white people know what the fuck happened to my son.
Nah,
I think in that situation, I'll probably have to know their parents. I think.
Yeah.
But even when even in that situation, it still happens.
It don't matter because the parents know the sheriff. Like the parents are cousins with the sheriff. Like it don't even matter.
Yeah, I definitely share that same sentiment.
Excuse me. Especially if we talk about my black daughter. Like my black son, I'm not going from my black daughter is definitely not even happening like that.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
So if I can't trust you going on some family road trip with dude, why would I even think that's a appropriate? You know, come on.
Nah, I get that. Yanni, what about you?
Okay, so I think that I kind of share the same sentiment. What's your name, bro?
Jayquan.
Jayquan. So I share the
Buku is my woke name.
Buku? Fuck with him. I was about to say that's kind of hard though. So I kind of share the same sentiment that he had in terms of like just basically like I feel like me raising my kids, both my son and my daughter. I want to do the job that I'm supposed to do, which is instilling these ideas, values at a young age, and when you grow up, you understand who you are and who you should date. Granted, I don't know where I'm gonna be at in those years when I'm successful raising my kids. I might be raising my kids in a predominantly white neighborhood, or I might be raising my kids in a mixed neighborhood, or they go to a school where it's predominantly white people. So I cannot stop my child from pursuing those other, I guess, races and cultures because I put you there in that situation. It's only my job to educate you, raise you to understand who you are and like who you should be and who you should be with, and understand like the circumstances and the type of things, the precautions that you should take when involving yourself with these people. Now, if they take it upon themselves to go and date this person or find them romantic, I personally would take that as like, okay, what did I teach my son or my daughter that caused them to be this way, or what did they go through to make them choose this route? You feel me? Will I be? My ego's gonna be hurt 100%.
I'm with you.
My ego's gonna be hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. My ego's gonna be a little hurt, but I also believe in you got to give your children some like autonomy and respect. Like, all right, if that's what you choose, that's what you choose. But you're not going to their house, right? You got to be in my crib at a certain time.
Yeah, certain ground rules,
right? Like I need to know where y'all going. You need to come back. You can't stay over a couple of days with this person in a certain area. I need to know, because there's too many times like people like I said, like where you could get caught up and then you end up seeing your kid get lynched. Now that's on you as a parent. You feel guilty. Jail. You feel me? Or they go to jail. They get pinned because everybody's in a group, but you the one black kid in the group, and then they think all the drugs is on you, when half the time or most of the time it be the white people who brought all the drugs and all the illegal shit, right? So I just think that like, damn, if it happens, it happens. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be honest with you. I will be a little hurt, because I feel like, damn, I don't want you to date this person out of like self-hatred or anything like that. If this person is a genuine person and who actually cares about you and your qualities and your characteristics, then I have to let you rock, because I taught you well. I taught you good choice of people and like a good choice of character. You feel me? I taught you that. But if you choosing because damn, like I don't really fuck with black girls, or I don't really fuck with black men because I see how my dad act or I see how my mom act, then it's my fault.
Damn,
that's my fault. Like I failed you as a parent and as a black parent. So that's my answer. So I would have to live with it, because like I can't not. But there's gonna be rules and shit that comes with that. And that's regardless of any race. Like I don't want my child to be with anybody, because I don't know who you about. I don't know what you are. You feel me? But with white people specifically, I'm gonna be extra vigilant of my child. Yeah.
Yo, if I can say that too, that's only because of the power structure that's there. Like the power that white people have. Like if my kid went home with some Latinos.
The privilege.
Yeah, if they went home with some Latinos, I'm not like, oh my God, like I'm afraid he'll come back in 100 pieces.
They go on a road trip with a Latino, right? Like,
that's all good. But you go on a road trip with the white guy, the power structure that they have just kind of makes you feel hopeless.
Exactly.
Like, you can't really do
exactly.
Because it's a certain evil in them.
Yeah, so like I can't, like, did I fail you in your choice?
Look at you. Why don't you want to admit it?
It's like, did I fail you as a parent?
Yeah, you know, right?
Yo, he always been like, how long you knew Glass?